We love to inspire and reward
billions of business souls
to gamify their life,
to share products and services they care deeply about
so they can experience
the magical power
of referral marketing.
Welcome to the next episode of the NaXum podcast. I'm Gail, and I'm your host today, and I'm with Sir Ben Dixon and Sir Mark Stevens. And for today, we're going to speak specifically about an exciting topic. We're almost at the end of 2022. We've seen a lot of changes in the referral marketing space, and we've seen what's been working. How do you see the referral marketing space changing in 2023, and how do you think NaXum plays into that? Let's start with Sir Ben this time. Would that be okay?
Yeah, it sounds like a plan. I mean, we're seeing a whole interesting landscape coming out of COVID of people who have adopted new technology and are building the business in a special way inside of referral marketing. And we're seeing a whole bunch of people who barely made it alive through COVID and still aren't making it in the space. I mean, the one word that comes to mind on like a macro zoom out level when you ask that question, Gail, is consolidation. Like I actually see the brands with cash, the brands that did well in COVID, buying up other brands. And so we're seeing groups of direct selling companies being acquired and moving forward and being a part of new brands, whether you look at the Terry core brands or you look at sharing services in the space, or if you look at IBH in the space, or if you look at new age beverages in the space, or if you look at longevity in the space, or you look at Rudy Ruvak's group. I mean, that's just 7 holdings companies as an example where you're seeing major acquisitions happen in the space. If you've been watching the news over the last few weeks, you saw Amari's acquisition of Coyote in the space. That's really big news. There's a whole bunch of this type of action of seeing bigger brands that you would have never expected to be for sale being for sale. They lived off of debt or they did something else during this time, and sales have been unable to catch up with their expectations, but there's still value in those brands. So that's go ahead, Mark. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
What I was going to say is with the consolidation, I believe there's great opportunity for our company NaXum to be a resource, because as these companies are consolidating, you're bringing multiple cultures, multiple processes, multiple focuses under one umbrella, and therefore a company that is doing the consolidation has to keep that in mind. And many times it's going to be better for a new platform that is introduced to all of the different combining companies coming together, that fulfills the needs for the cultures coming together to a new way of being able to have something more powerful than they had before. So the transition is actually a positive experience, that they're going somewhere better than they were before, because when consolidation happens, fear sets in. What's my future? What's going to happen? What is the new management? What are they going to do with the brand that we have? And so it's going to be the responsibility of these brands to bring something better, something that's going to give them, and that gives us as a company the opportunity to bring that better through a platform that with the Predictive Actions app that gives power to the field to do better.
One of the stories you've shared often, Mark, is this idea of generations of referral marketing technology and just how the world's changed. And we talk about how when Mark was a top earner in the field, and even when I had my multiple six-figure income in the field, it was faxing in orders. We had no technology years ago. And the first generation of tech in the early 2000s was replicated sites. It was like, here's your link and good luck. And then we got into the 2010s and social media, and the second generation was born. It was, hey, here's content to share. Share this image, share this landing page, share this video, and then get people to your link. Good luck. And what Mark's alluding to, and what I think is important for everyone to think about, is there's this, because of the gig economy and brands like Amazon and Uber and all the food delivery companies, there's an entire new generation of referral marketing technology where you have these intelligent apps. These I'm gonna use that word just to simplify, but there's predictive engines at the end of the day, whether it's AI or business rule driven, as you're listening to the podcast, that are set up to feel like a top leader sitting next to the newest person on the team, suggesting what to do next. And the power people are seeing is, as far as a strategy of these predictive apps, is they're seeing the the reps are actually using them, because they're so engaging. So they're seeing what are people in the field willing to do, and out of what they're willing to do, what's working. And what I love about people who implement these types of platforms is they're modeling the proper behavior of what people should do. So what Mark just said with consolidation is so important. If you're bringing two cultures together and now there's new products to talk about, why not model the appropriate way people should be sharing the new
Right.
product that they have no idea about? And this goes for both people. It goes for you, the existing members, if you're the brand that won and the brand that's the name of the company that stayed. And if you're the brand that got merged into, it works for them too. It helps everybody. And so I see people moving that direction in a huge way in 2023. We've been talking about this since 2018, and it's just
Mhm.
every year more and more true. Is that the whole structure of what you provide as a company is changing? Mark, we were just talking about this, like what changes the team? Like like when you think about who's really important to have on a corporate team in 2023, there's some seats there that a lot of us haven't talked about in the past. What are some of the things you're seeing there, Mark, about
Well,
how these predictive systems are even changing the type of team you need to win at a
well,
company?
for one is each company has to have more content developers
Mhm.
that are developing, great content, whether it be messaging, whether it be videos, imagery.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be, where, the field, just kind of came up with their own thing.
Sure.
Now the field is looking and expects the expectation of a person joining a company today. The expectation is different,
Yeah.
because most people are not business people and they need that
Mhm.
step by step, do this next, do this next. And with our predictive actions app, and then the gamified process of daily habits of what you're doing each and every day. And I'm seeing a lot of brands that are not in the referral marketing space today, but have been in the affiliate marketing. And they've gotten a taste of what it
Mm-hmm.
is to have people promoting their brands. And
Mm-hmm.
now they're saying, well, if we did this added to another level of affiliate marketing, what could we do even in a larger scale? So there's
Yeah.
going to be great opportunity. With great opportunity becomes greater responsibility for companies to provide more, so that they keep their brand always at the front of someone's mind.
It's critical to hear everybody what Mark's saying, because there's brands in referral marketing today that you never would have thought would be in referral marketing. Like you can be an affiliate at Nike.com today. You can go to Walmart.com and be an affiliate of Walmart, right? Think Sam Walton ever thought, yeah. And that comes from COVID, gang. It comes from people realizing, oh my gosh, if people only buy from us when they physically walk into our store, we're at risk. Like we need to think about that. Here at NaXum, we've personally experienced brands from that are at stores like Sephora in the space who have said, okay, we have these 3 lines at Sephora, but we want to create a 4th line that's not at Sephora, that's only online through our referral marketing channel, because hey, if one of these things happens and people can't go into Sephora to buy our product, we want to still be selling our makeup, and so there's a you want to hear that in your world. The other piece Mark touched on, I think, is something that's been happening for a long time in how we experience products and how we even gamify things. Like the word gamification is kind of mystical, and we should probably unpack it a little bit. But one thing we've done at NaXum, from how we're watching gamification change the world, comes from some of the best case studies of app usage that you can even pick on. Like if you think about weight loss as an example, the 2 top apps that help people lose weight across the world today are Noom, Noom. It's an incredible experiment in psychology. If you just go through their sales funnel, you'll learn something. Just going through their sales funnel. Go check out Noom, Noom, and then MyFitnessPal, which is now owned by Under Armour in the space. Both of those apps were really good at helping people commit to daily habits and then rewarding them for winning the day. This concept of winning the day, and one of the things we had done for a long time in direct selling software was have people commit to daily goals. And we would remind them, hey, you hit your daily goals, or no, you're short on this goal, go get your day. But we hadn't gone all in on winning the day for the first 3.5 or so years of our predictive platforms. And in 2022, we did, and it's making a difference because we literally have the entire focus of the tools on did you win the day or not, just black or white. So we're not getting lost in like a compensation structure. So whether you're a referral marketing company or direct selling or MLM, even though we many times are building different commission tools that calculate commissions for different types of referral marketing companies, we're really working with brands to bring the focus for their promoters down to like, did you keep your commitment to yourself today? Did you win the day or not? And then displaying who is like, hey, top 10 people in the company on the longest streak of winning their day, top 10 people in your team, and it's getting fun. It's a fun way to build. That's a different perspective. And I fully believe that's going to continue in 2023. I think we're going to see a lot more brands leading people with winning the day.
And don't you think I have been in direct sales 20 some years, and one of the things that I have found, Bill, I've been a leader, so I built teams, I've owned companies, so I know all the different sides. And one of the things I found in people is the daily habits. Yes, we can compare what I'm doing compared to Ben of his he, but more importantly, and what really is important to the individual is competing against themselves, not necessarily competing against others, but running your own race and saying, this is my goal. Did I win today or did I not win today? Because if Ben makes $1,000, that doesn't affect, if he does 10 presentations, that does nothing for my family. The only thing that's going to do something for our family is when I'm doing something, because I'm doing something that's going to create results for myself and also create an example for other people to follow, to say, hey, if Mark can do it, if I set my goals to do my daily habits, I can win too. And to me, that's one of the things that's so incredible about the daily habits. Just like at NaXum, we have our daily habits of doing our Kaizen, our reading every day. And so you know that did I do what I was supposed to do? And when you do, you feel really good. When you don't, you're like, I didn't do what I was supposed to do today. So it's important that these daily habits, people plug into them. It's just simple. It's not about doing a lot because we're all really busy. Everybody that's joining a referral marketing company, they're busy. It's not the only thing they do. So the daily habits are doable habits that everyone can fit into their daily process that they're living their life.
That's such a powerful reminder, Mark. The one size fits all methodology has been gone for a long time, and everyone is running their own race. And so how do we build a culture where that's not bad? Like, how do we build a culture where it's okay for people to run their own race? In a key part of some of the daily habit tools we've been building is that they pick their own level of activity. So we'll set minimums, right? Like, you're not winning the day by reaching out to 0 people each day, right? So we'll set minimums of like 2, right? Okay, at least you reach out to 2 people a day. That's an acceptable minimum. But yeah, are some people going to have 10 as their daily goal? Sure. Is 10 for everybody? No, it's not. Julia, who's just doing this her first 30 days, that's just getting started, is probably not setting her goal at 10. She's probably going to get some confidence at 2, and then she's going to up that and up that. And that might be a conversation with her sponsor, enroller, mentor, coach of what daily habits she's going to strive for each day. But it's a powerful thought of you versus you, because you're winning when you're better today than you were yesterday. That's all. Thank you so much for hosting us today. It was an absolute pleasure to be out on the podcast. Ton of fun. Thank you for everything you're doing. You're at NaXum and sharing these stories and just impacting the community, whether it's Direct Selling Executives Forum or newsletter listeners or just industry folks that follow along. Grateful for all you do to just aggregate all of our conversations and share it with the world. I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for all the listeners subscribing and listening to our podcast. We love talking to you about all these topics. And if you're excited about 2023, we are too. And we can definitely see that with the trends. We'll soon be reporting to you in our direct selling trends report in 2023. We will see you soon. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
So how do we get here?
When we started in referral marketing, people were still faxing in orders.
Oh yeah, I remember faxing. I am so glad technology has changed.
The internet comes out, and the first generation of technology is replicated sites.
Companies are like, here's your link, good luck.
That worked for a while until we realized that people needed more than a replicated website to win.
And that's when companies move into the second generation. They start providing images, videos, PDFs to share to get people to your links.
Good luck.
The trouble the whole way through is that companies don't have the data.
They don't know which pieces of content members are sharing, and out of that content, which ones are getting people to the website.
And then the gig economy arrives.
All these smart business apps that literally tell people what to do.
We knew referral marketing was all about your daily habits,
Like reaching out to new people,
Following up.
sharing content on social media.
and growing your mind with positive content, and learning.
So we created an app that feels like a top leader is sitting next to the newest person, suggesting what they should do next, and then next, and then next.
And bam!
Companies are now getting the data on what content the members are willing to share.
And which parts are working?
Meaning that companies that have a predictive system have an advantage on their competition.
When others are brainstorming and simply throwing spaghetti against the wall.
Does throwing spaghetti even work?
NaXum clients are literally doubling down on creating fresh content that they know will work because of the insight reports from the predictive action system.
If you'd like to see the predictive platform, book a discovery session now.